Okay, so let's see what we're doing now. I don't know if we're on a new feed or not. Everybody still on the same feed? Okay, interesting. Are we back? Everybody hit refresh. Here, let me type that just in case. I'm surprised that didn't kill the feed. YouTube said it killed the feed, but and I think if you do it quick enough, it doesn't. So somebody let me know, anybody who has refreshed. We're good now. Okay, Urban Locksmith. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dark Arts. Dang you, Dark Arts. Like Wes got his dang you lifted from him. Now it's dang you, Dark Arts. Are we good? We're good? Still seems to be a little bit of a lag, but maybe not. Wow, something. What the heck? Hold up now. Okay, so it did switch to a different feed. Yeah, it looks to me like it switched to a different feed. Yep. Okay, so that means I've lost a couple of people probably. Yeah, and it shows up. I just did it on my end. Hey, Daryl, what is up? How are you? 43.2. Yeah, I did that for... So I've been going over my videos now that we seem to be pretty back. Yeah, it did switch. Okay, yeah, it a whole new video, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But this happened with 4. Saturday Morning Live 4. I know that because I've been working on my rewind. And... and we had a 4.2. I think it was 4.2. So, sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know. OBS, I guess, just decided to freeze up for some reason. Anyway, let's wait just a minute while everybody... it looks like I see in the other live. It's like shut down. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works with YouTube. Let's see. Where do we have our... let me check on... make sure everybody got switched over. I actually have to change this too. You'd think I'd learn how to do this by now, right? Where is... Okay, I see where I am. I'm lost in trying to move stuff around. Ridiculous, Jason. Note to self, reboot your computer every so often. Come to think about it, I've only been closing it and it's only been sleeping. I hadn't rebooted it in a while and I've been downloading a lot of videos, so it may have been my fault on that one, guys. Alright, and go to live dashboard. Thank you for letting me go there. Anyway, so on to the topic. What topic do we have this week? I was going to talk about LED lights. Yeah, y'all saw on the thumbnail, obviously. And I got some new LED lights. And thank you for showing my analytics page. Finally, YouTube. Let's make sure everybody's here. Okay, we're good. Okay, it says we're good. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. It may end up being 4.2. I guess it is 4.2. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to go back over. Found the new chat, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to go back and see what everybody was typing earlier until I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, hey everybody, welcome to Saturday Morning Live 43. Happy Christmas coming up now. It's getting close. What, a week and a half, 2 weeks away? Got the sign on, and I am going to, what did I have planned to talk about? We need to talk about this disposable society opinion that everybody has. Hopefully everybody has migrated their way over here. But I've been getting kind of irritable about comments. Not comments from regular guys, but like new people. You know, sometimes I wonder where my posts are shared. You can share on YouTube, and I appreciate everybody sharing for sure. But there are certain ones that either just show up because of keywords or get shared to a group that I really don't want any. I don't want to be shared to. But I can always tell when that happens because I get this rash of new commenters that are just over the top with opinionation. Opinionation. I mean, everybody's opinionated, but everybody doesn't troll channels for like no reason and leave comments for no reason. It's just kind of ridiculous. And it's like, whatever. In fact, I've seen a couple of the other day when I was dealing with one group of commenters, I saw another big name YouTuber, and it just came up in my like recommended. I don't know how. I don't really follow him or anything. I don't even remember who it was, but he had like 5 million subs. And I can only imagine just people that have generic channels that are not niche specific. Like most guys, you know, most of y'all are respectful, and if you disagree with something, at least you don't comment and be a jerk while you're commenting. You can form an opinion and not be a jerk at the same time, or be just so opinionated that you can't see. It's like they can't see past this plane. And you know, a lot of people are that way. You can see posts on Facebook and all that. That's one reason why I stay off of Facebook for the most part, as much as I can anyway. There's just plain, and there's a certain subset of people that can't see above it. In this business, you kind of have to be able to see this business, and in my opinion of life, but you kind of have to be able to see every perspective. Whatever. So yeah, what I do remember on the comments right before we started fighting with the video feed was 2 shots of Jameson whiskey. I know makes you want to drink. I don't really drink a whole lot. In fact, I hadn't actually had any alcohol in probably, when was the last time I drank anything? Well, I guess coffee liqueur. That's about as close as I've been. Getting drunk, getting sloshed on the coffee liqueur. Now I'm going to go back over comments and say hey to everybody. All of you who were here before and now, Purple Skull, I just see you, HKS. I said hey to you earlier. Fred, Blind Picker, Ronald Williams, DD, what's going on? DP, DD, and a DP. Hey, DP Locks, what is up? I don't know if I've just missed you or not in other chats, but welcome to Saturday Morning Live. Andy, what's going on? Blind Picker, what's up? Torch, 43.2. Yeah, I'm going way back over the comments. So, Daryl, I saw Daryl in here. Darcy Gumby, what's going on? And Anthony, of course, Secure Tech. How is everybody? James, Mile High Lock Doc. What was that about that? I know. You have to have thick skin, yeah. Pete made it back. All right. Getting drunk, that's what you do in your 20s. Yeah, I enjoyed my Jack Daniels back in the day. I'll be honest. I enjoyed some Jack Daniels like a fifth a night. It was interesting times then, and after a while I stopped. And while I like bourbon and whiskey and all sorts of other stuff, one thing I don't like is like vodka. I'm not a big vodka fan unless it's a drink, like a fruity drink that specifically needs vodka. I don't know. I need some vodka right now, I guess. Negative 28 degrees. Yeah, we can flip the camera around. I guess we're okay with the feed, but yes, look at that. Open door. It is open door policy today. Anybody's welcome to come get keys. Actually, I had a few customers right before. People always show up. People always show up right before the dang live starts. I don't know what. I guess it's just like, let's screw with Jason's timing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. I didn't do. See, that's another thing that I didn't get to do. While I was fighting that, I was busy. Ah, okay. Hold on. Let me. I had something special to put in here, but I didn't get it ready because I was messing around with YouTube. Okay, cancel you. Remove you down here. Yeah, look at you. And then turn you back on. I know that lady just didn't take my parking spot. And no, she didn't. That's one thing I do have to make is a new sign for my sign. Okay, there it is. Okay, cancel. Yeah, so one of the questions I saw right before we crashed was OBS. That's the and I think Wes answered that's the program that you use to do stream this. If you don't have 1,000 subs, you have to have this is crazy. You have to learn the program. And sometimes that is not so easy because trying to do layers and stuff, that's what I'm running into right now, is I had a special little background layer, but I can't get it to show up now. So I can't get my camera to be put in it, I guess I should say. So yeah, as we go into the new year, and I'll just start talking about this, because really we're getting towards the end of the year, y'all. This is 43, we're going to 45. And and I've tried broaching this subject in previous Saturday morning lives, and I'm still working on it. We have been really discussing, everybody here, I enjoy the chat when I'm able to focus on the chat and talk to you guys. And that's one of the great things about this is, you know, do you recommend franchises? Okay, I'm going to go back to that question about franchises. No, not yet. Nowadays, and that also goes back to my original opinion here of this replace it or just it's got to be new mentality, the disposable mentality that we have. And it seems like the people that have worked for franchises have either discovered that they're scammer franchises, just trying to make a buck, especially the ones that you see, you know, online or whatever the case is, or well, that's really most of them now, honestly. There's a few, but most of it's actually people that just join up with those, and after a few months start, you know, going like gas stations. These people are like just unlocking cars. I'm gonna pop this chat out real quick. They just want to do it the quickest, easiest way, and it's like they don't actually want to learn. Oh, I see what I think happened with my chat. My pop-out chat's not working. Oh crap! Are you serious? YouTube's got a bug, y'all. I think YouTube and the chat thing is, I think it's something to do with the chat. So I almost messed up. Employees, 2020, 2 weeks away. Yeah, flying cars. 6 inches of snow. That's crazy. It's lagging now. Something to do with chat. When I moved, oh man, wow! All I did was open chat, and on my computer, and it did that. So, thanks for joining in, Storylock. Don't see any lag. Okay. Yeah, Papa Lock was. That was what I was going to say. Not to name any companies, but I'm just naming that company because it was for a long time, you know, a worldwide or a nationwide company. So just using them as an example. And we and most of the time what it is people who just I guess, pay fees to and franchise out just to get their name recognition. And we had, I think it was 2 different groups locally here that ran it. One got ran out of town, I believe. I don't know for sure. And then another crew came in after Katrina, Hurricane Katrina, back in, what was it, '05 or whatever, when we had all the people come from the south and relocate because they didn't have a market, which included these either just individuals who was trying to make it on their own and saw the opportunity, but they came up here and really did a number, left an impression in town. Now there's really no nationwide. I know there's scammer guys out here because we've had customers come in and tell us about the hundreds of dollars that they charged them, or seen the work that they've brought in. Now, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect with their work, according to YouTube comments, I guess. But, you know, I try to make it so I don't have to go do something over again. And obviously, since we have a location, people can come to us at any time. So if somebody, not me, was to be running the shop and they were scamming people, they would be run out of town. Jackson is a small enough of a town that you literally get run out of town by just people having word. And it's funny because I was looking in the back. I've been cleaning my back shelf, which is a really big shelf, and it was totally covered up with like old panels, stuff like that. And I've been pulling up stuff like this. I was actually gonna do this for live before I got sidetracked, but like I had taken most of my magazines home. I see a lag on my end, but I had taken most of my magazines home. But I found breaker. Come in, breaker. And aside from the fact that this thing uses 100 AA batteries, 100 or 8, which that's still, you know, that's 100 in today's terms. I did want to fire this thing up. Breaker 1, 2. I've got 2 of them. I forgot I had 2 of them. Gee, they were decent. However, anybody with a CB or anybody who knows what this does knows that this is your thing, and this is not great. It needs to be, 18 foot long to really get a good signal from there to over there. I think Bluetooth's stronger than CBs. Every so often we still get a 18-wheeler come by and it pipes in through our speaker in the back. We get a guy with one of those overpowered, "Hey Ian, what's up?" Here's a CB or VH. It was a CB, and I've got some scanners back there too. But 1980. These 2 needed to go. Were some of the ones that I was missing as I've been going through them. I took them all home and pretty much boxed all my old magazines up. But these were pre-me. I mean, obviously, there were people here before me. Yeah, kind of stink. So I'm always gonna flip through here. Look at that. They don't make them like that anymore. Those fly-by-nights, going back to that, there was one here, and get this, and I never did a video on it because honestly I didn't feel like dealing with lawyers, but I still have the footage, but they seem to be gone now. There's one here called American Locksmith, and they leased a storefront in a shopping center, and it was like the smallest one. They put up this really nice sign, and I probably mentioned somebody may have caught it on Twitter, me talking about this. This was back before last summer. They got a 6-month lease on a building, put a big sign up, had blinds drawn the entire time. Every time I would go by there, nobody would ever be there. The lights would be off, the blinds were drawn in the windows, but it was a storefront about my size, right, in a area it's a newer building, but it's still one of those. Still a strip center, and So I saw it there for about 6 months, went by, and after the sign came down, I went in next door to the pizza place, and I was like, "Hey, I have a question. Did you guys ever see anybody like coming and going? Because maybe they were just using it as whatever storage." He said he never saw anybody come or go from there beyond them doing the initial signs and all that. And where you could see in, it was like empty. There was just like one desk. So literally, they rented a building for 6 months just to get the Google listing, presumably, and they did. And in fact, they were American Services. In fact, if y'all remember this, I don't know why I still have this here, but they were one of the. This is where I talked about this. They were one of the top-rated local. Yeah, I have that out to actually take away and add to my funny collection that I've got going on back there. Top-rated local. They just needed the address. And the guys that work for them, these younger guys, going back to my original, what we were talking about, is the comments get, and I don't know if these commenters are actually practicing locksmiths, practicing scammers. I'm sure there's somebody right now who's a practicing scammer watching this video. Just because, it's public, and I don't know everybody on. You see 37 people watching, and you see maybe 25 people commenting. So some people either just don't like to comment. Not saying somebody out there for sure is, but you never know. And, I have to consider that when you're doing videos because, you're helping scammers at the same time. And I kind of hate that for it. I'm not going to go off on that tangent. But some of the people that are commenting, or just like, it's, here's one was about a cam lock. Why don't you just replace the cam lock? We got a freeze. We got a freeze on my end. We're going to have a short live today, y'all, because there's just too many problems going on here. I don't know what's going on with my stream feed or anything. I just hit refresh. What the heck? Where was I? Just replace it. It's cheaper and quicker to replace it. Just put a $5 cam lock in. Mind you, 2 cam locks. And it gets you to thinking, it's like, no, it's not. It's not. There's 2 perfectly functioning things right there that just need a key. How is it cheaper to put $10 in cam locks, your cost, versus using $1.50 in keys? And I only use $1.50 in keys because I screwed up and just didn't do it right. Obviously, in some videos that y'all know what I'm talking about, who've watched that video, yeah, you could have replaced it. However, when it comes to cam locks in particular, the cam is your issue. It's the ones that come with these $5 cam locks are 2 sizes, right? So you can't use those, and then you go to use the existing cam, and the square's a little too big. Then you end up having to use having to file it out. Versus, and again, demonstrating it for video purposes. Some people, I guess, just don't realize that I'm videoing it for video purposes to either help anybody who's working on it in the future, like the doorknob, old wiser doorknobs. Another comment that I just had the hilarity of kind of arguing back and forth with. Old wiser doorknobs, not old, but old. And that's dollar store crap. Just throw it out and put in a A53 PD with a A10, maybe a A10 with a B660 deadbolt. And I'm like, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you how to take apart a lock. And I guess that some people just don't want to work and they just want to put in something new or think it's not secure. But if you have a customer as a locksmith company, if you have a customer that wants a lock rekeyed and they go into this person, say this person ran a store, I don't know if they do or not. So this person walks in and says, could you rekey this for me? Here would be like, okay, sure, $12. You get 2 keys with it. You need more? We'll cut you some more. Versus them going in this person's store and he's like, oh, that's trash. I'm going to sell you $100 passage doorknob with a $200 deadbolt because you need it on your storage room that you open once a year that has your Christmas decorations in it. And I'm like, what? No, the lock works fine. The person needs it rekeyed. Just rekey it. That's what the video is for. And it's just my vent. Some of you were talking earlier about, doing your own videos, which I highly encourage. Sure, go ahead, but be prepared for people like that who just, I guess, think they know better than you. Trolls will be trolls. That's right. So I'm going to go back over the comments now. I don't know why we've had so many problems with the internet today, but we did. And I have been... Thanks, Ian. I appreciate that about the best reference videos. I try to, and Wes and I have talked about this considerably. Thanks again for all your help, Wes, with moderating and everything. And Night Owl, sorry, Miss Night Owl. Night Owl's working today. I don't know if he managed to get in, but he's working today. So, yeah, a lot of my videos, sometimes locksmith stuff can be pretty boring, and I try to put in Easter eggs throughout my videos. A lot of you longtime subscribers know that, and I try to put in Easter eggs to make it, to give you a giggle every so often. And sometimes I add too much fluff, but I'm not a great 3-minute video maker, so if you need assistance with a 45-minute video, I'll be glad to help. But a lot of people don't stick around for a long time. My average view count's like 6 minutes. Even if I do a 7-minute video, I'll still have an average view count of 6 minutes. So, police over there. What's going on? I know this wants to replace so much stuff, completely unnecessary. Hey, MT Woods Runner, thanks for subbing. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in too. Easter eggs, yeah. And it made me realize that because I was going through the, hey, how are you?
Hi.
What can we help you with?
Do y'all rekey locks?
Huh?
How much is it?
What kind of lock is it?
Storage.
Well, some of them can't be rekeyed.
They can rekey?
Not that kind. It's not really made to rekey. You need a key made for it?
Yeah.
Or
my husband lost the key. And I told him just take the thing off so we can try to get another.
I mean, I can make the same key for it, but they're not really made to be rekeyed. But if you're worried about somebody having a key, they'll still be able to.
No.
You just need a key made.
He works on a construction site.
Yeah.
And he lost his whole set of keys.
Okay. So y'all don't have keys at all.
We don't have keys at all, yeah.
Okay, hold on just a sec. Okay, so that one is 15 and includes 2 keys.
Cool. Not a problem.
Hey, can we help you?
I was wondering, are you all hiring?
No, sir, we're not.
Thank you.
Did y'all use this very often, or?
No, not. The storage is only a year old. You don't use it that often. No, about a year and a half. They delivered it. Big storage too.
you need any house keys or anything while you were here?
No, sir. That'll be all. Got it.
Yep.
Thank God. I gotta tell you, my husband just put a big go-kart in there. We don't want to take it. For our 8-year-old.
Yeah, that's
Do we have to
where
wiggle it a little bit or something?
yeah, I'm trying to smooth it out.
Okay.
Is this your Christmas hiding area?
Sir?
Your Christmas hiding area?
Yes. We've got a go-kart in there and a 4-wheeler in there.
Uh-oh.
One for an 8-year-old and one for a 10-year-old. I'll tell him to keep some WD-40.
Yeah, when I'm spraying it, some gook's coming. Must be fully exposed to rain. Doesn't have a
Oh,
cover.
well, like I said, we've only had the storage about a year and a half. And he paid $3,000 for it. It's a pretty big storage. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. We'll wiggle it a couple times, maybe. No.
1620 was your tax.
No. You keep that. You worked hard on this
Okay.
thing. No.
Appreciate it. You need a receipt?
Yeah, let me
Okay.
at least give him a receipt. You keep that. Appreciate that. You
Sorry,
worked
it
really
took so
hard
long.
on that one.
It's kind of acting up for one of those. Huh?
We're not worried about the time. We got keys again.
There we
You have
go.
a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you. You
You're
too.
welcome. All right.
Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me get caught up on the comments real quick. I guess we're going to end it with making a key for a silly thing. Alright. Yeah, I've missed some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about too. Dang it. What was I talking about? Yeah, trolls, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. There's going to be trolls. Yeah, a guy came in. That was a guy that I see around here holding the sign. But at least he's trying to find work. BMW and Mercedes guy. You know, the biggest thing right now is we're about to get a machine. Probably that's going to be on our tab. We're finally going to reinvest in another freaking a new laser machine. So we're just getting so many Honda calls, but we're not going to do it on the road, more than likely, unless it's during business hours. But we need to get a machine in here to start making keys. I'm tired of having to tell people no on the Honda keys because we get those all the time, and since we get the calls all the time, that just means that we'll hopefully get it paid off quicker. I'm just going to run back over comments here. It's 12:04, so this wasn't really meant to be a whole hour and a half, even though I changed all the stuff about this. I'm actually going to go down and then, hey, Machine Jade, what is up? Don't tell. Hey, lockpicking lawyer, what is lockpicking lawyer? What's going on? Oh, what the heck? Hey, LPL. If you're still here, okay. Didn't lose any locks this week. I did lose a lock this week, and I just didn't get this stuff loaded. It was can't find the it's a bad day, y'all. Sorry about that. Trying to run over comments, get that done. There was something going on the inside of the lock. I pulled up the code on that first one, and it told me 42413 or X, and that didn't work. So yeah, I just ended up having to select read it, and it was still a little crunchy. I don't know why, but when I sprayed it, it was gooking out the normal stuff. And going back to the original thing, you know, I guess if I was one of those guys that, oh, it's not worth making that key for, just sell them a new one. Yeah, selling them a new one, you can't really do that with that, because number one, I don't have a black one. I've got several silver ones, and then you got that long shaft that has to be a certain length for that. You just can't replace stuff sometimes. Going back to the original conversation, you just can't replace stuff as easily as you'd like to. It'd be fun to be able to replace everybody's locks with A53 PDs and B660 deadbolts, but most inch and 3/8 wood exterior doors don't really need a B660 deadbolt. There's absolutely no reason to put a B660 deadbolt on a thin door. In fact, I had one yesterday. It was so thin, it had a Baldwin mortise lock in it. It was less than the inch and 3/8. It was probably inch and a quarter, to tell you the truth. It was the thinnest outside door I've ever seen, and that's the problem with the houses in older areas, is you have that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be going and adding in a B660 deadbolt. I did lose my parking place, by the way. Tell you what, people are a trip. So yes, again, 43 on. I appreciate everybody who is on it today. We're going to go ahead and end this soon because I've had so many problems with this live stream. Sorry if you're a new watcher and got caught in the middle of, hey. Oh, is that? No, I'm not her. Sorry about all the problems up front. I guess we'll find out whether this ended up being 4.2 or 4.3 or whatever. The Schlage reassembly. Yeah, Rune got his Schlage lock, so Fred still owes me a reassembly video too, don't you, Fred? I'm going to keep harping on you about that. The one thing that I had started talking about, going back to the year 2020, coming up in 2 weeks, as somebody said, I have thought about how I want to do lives during that time. I'm going to get some more professional stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and transition and show you kind of what I was trying to do before we had video issues. But we're going to be, where'd it go? Now watch this mess it up. Blank screen, yep. And we had, like, if I had the cam, you know, stuff like having segments where I have stuff like that up there. So yeah, that was my intent today, but I was not able to get my camera to work for it. So in 2020. I've thought about the times. As much as I would like to go to an earlier time to accommodate some of our overseas people, like dark arts people in Australia, who for them it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. In fact, it is a little bit late for the UK. I've thought about doing earlier, but half of the, I guess, interest of this maybe is the ability to, deal with a variety of stuff when people come in. If I do it earlier, I'm not going to have customers. I don't have customers come in until about 9:30. Or 10 is when they start coming in, because technically our Google hours are 10 to 4. Google My Business is ridiculous, y'all. I get an email telling me from Google My Business. Now, to have a Google My Business thing, you have to jump through so many hoops. You guys who are locksmiths know you have to jump through so many hoops to get a Google My Business listing, period. They're recommending me change my hours for holidays. No big deal, right? This is one of the content things that I was going to put in here today, but in the email they said, okay, change your hours, just a suggestion, change your hours for the holidays. We may call you to verify these hours. I'm like, what? Why are you going to call me? I have done dang verified, jumped through hoops, done your full verification, your mid verification, every type of verification. Yet you still have to approve my post, yet you still have to approve my hours changed by calling me, Google. What? We were going to see Frank today, but we're not going to see Frank today because I've run out of time. But Frank was mainly going to throw in his 2 cents on the affairs of YouTube right now with the more silly comments. But anyway, what miracle lock system? What is going on, Lockpicking Warrior? I appreciate you tuning in. I'm not a fan of the new Google Overlord. Yeah. Tell them to join in on live. And that's another thing. I was going to have some more people. I'm sure we're going to have Wes back in here one day. We're going to put a camera on Wes. This time he's going to get his own camera. And I've got a couple other little things. Might do little minor interview type things. Have people come in during the live for a few minutes anyway and see. I'm gonna reach out to some people here locally. We're going to be trying to get some new local music for some of the back sound tracks. That's another thing that I'm working on for 2020, the lives anyway. Frank almost showed up. He did almost show up. He almost showed up when I was trying to make keys for that dang thing. Chunk it out. Yeah, everybody sub to everybody who's got a channel at this time. If you're not subbed to LPL, go subscribe. I'm sure all you already are. Congrats to you. Lockpicking Warrior is actually going to pop that in my end of the year thing. You were going to get a little flash during it. I'm editing that video now, and it has consumed the last 2 weeks of my time. I did not put out anything this week, but I was going to congratulate you on your 1 million for sure. You're up to like 1.17 or something like that. Crazy stats. Congrats on that success for sure. So that was going to be part of it, because I wasn't going to do a full live. I was just going to kind of talk about the locksmith world for this year, and of course the biggest news there would be LPL getting to 1 million. Yeah. But those edits drive me crazy. It is definitely going to try to be a maybe 12 to 14 minute video, but I just can't make 3-minute videos. That's one thing that I'm most impressed about your channel, LPL, is your 3 minute, 2 minute, and 38 second videos. But you know what? When I try to monetize my videos, if I have a short video, like I've done a couple that should have done fine with the monetization, it's like YouTube's just like, no, you do long videos. What are you doing? What's this 3-minute video? You're not allowed to monetize that. So I guess they just want me to have they want me to continue on with my longer videos, ridiculously long sometimes. But anyway, yeah, it was well deserved. That's I enjoyed your Modern Rogue stuff too. That was pretty cool. Nice collabs on those for sure. Is that skateboard still alive? I don't think it is. I think the wheel's locked up on it, and it's just a wall decoration now, probably. Do you read LPL? Well, when yeah, everybody had a fun time with that. When I'm unlocking doors now, and if I'm videoing in the background, like usually I am, I don't release a whole lot of stuff, but when I'm videoing in the background and I've got the GoPro running or whatever, and I'm out and even in the hood or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I get a click out of click out of 2, click out of 3. You've done that to us, LPO. You definitely need shirts. Did you ever get those shirts made? I think you need shirts. It definitely says that. You probably sell some. There were 3 skateboards. You have a new one. Ooh, have a new one. That's sweet. And yeah, a lot of people like, you know, I'm not going to get the biggest crew because I have 45-minute long videos, but some things you just can't do in 3 minutes. And that is, you know, some of the crap that I have to do around here. So, well, but I appreciate all you guys who have subbed. As always, it has been just one of those weeks where it seems like everything's just driving me crazy between people parking out front. Yes, I did lose my spot. And just the general slowdown. Again, last year it was people buying houses during Christmas. And this year we hadn't had that. Nobody's buying houses, it seems like. Like last year we had, during this time, we rekeyed so many houses because people were buying Christmas presents for themselves as the new house. And this year it's just, it seems kind of dead. Fellow business owner across the street who does t-shirts, who's going to do our t-shirts whenever I come up with a design for it, is going to, he even was like, it's just weirdly slow. It's just doing this a little bit. And I was like, yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. Packlock kept one, and Braille folks destroyed the 3rd. All right, y'all. I am going to go ahead and bow out. It's 12:15, even though it says 11 to 12:30. Because I really don't have a whole lot else to talk about. We kind of showed some of the things I have going on over there. Again, I'll be working on some editing, so I probably won't have many videos out, honestly, until closer to the end of the year, except for the live. And into the new year, we're going to be doing the live. We'll be doing it, I guess, at the same time. Thank you for taking my spot for an hour and a half, dude. And we're just going to try to format it a little bit differently, and hopefully things won't do what they did at the beginning of this video. But again, you never know. Maybe I'll reboot my computer before I go live. And that is it, y'all. Really, I appreciate all y'all who've tuned in, as always. Hopefully next week will be a little bit smoother. And how's my workbench? Yeah, I can show my workbench. It's not, I haven't really done anything there either. I guess I've been just lazy. I don't know, it seems like, you know, when something consumes your brain, I just can't get into other things. Like right now, when I'm working on videos and I've got 3 major edits going at one time, and it's like I put 5 hours worth of brain power into editing a video, coming up with footage for it, and it's just I don't feel like doing that. So, big truck going by. We didn't have any obligatory sirens, I might add, so I guess it's really quiet. And I have started doing work for more work for a news station, so just waiting on something to come out of that. But I'm going to borrow their studio. I'm going to try to borrow their studio one day. Delp should be getting. Also, I did mail out. Yeah, everybody. I've already mailed out all the giveaway stuff. I've got one more package that's got to go out. But we're done with the giveaways because I spent too much money on Christmas. In fact, I got to go Christmas shopping for Kim. Come to think about it, I did some, but I got to do a little bit more because it's her birthday too, on the 25th. And other than that, it's just going to be rolling for the next couple of weeks. Get done with the holidays and move on to 2020. Hopefully have a little bit better. Wow, we zoomed in way too much there, didn't we? I forgot to zoom back out. But we'll see what the new year brings. If you have any ideas, as always, post them in the comment section. Things you would like to see specifically. Maybe me just coming up with one locking system. Like maybe we'll work on Sergeant or something one day. Try to add in a little segment where we work on one specific lock. Hey, Phil. Yeah, because it's not going to be. This year was all about, it started, and I remember this because I've gone back over the videos. This year it started just cleaning, and as I was going over my videos, and I'm having to go back over all my lives, it's actually driving me crazy. I really appreciate all y'all who put up with me and watch all my videos, because when I go back and I have to rewatch them and try to find things that I remember doing, but I can't quite remember where they are in the video, and you have an hour and a half long video to do that and scrub through, it can drive me, myself, a little insane. So, but it all started with a view up here. We were looking down at the whole shop. I forgot to talk about my Wise camera. Thanks, JC, if you're on right now. I did get a Wise camera up there. Little guy, is working great, and I'm probably going to get a few more for here and for the house. The only bad thing is it has to have power. You got to have it close to power because it's not a battery operated one. But I can be at home and look through the camera. The night vision is great on it. So it's a $25 camera. You can buy it for $32 at Home Depot now with a 32 gig card, which just rolls over the footage. So I was just like, so I won't have to go to another store and get a card. I just figured I'd get puppy. I just figured I'd get the 32 version, and I'm loving it so far. So I'm definitely going to add a couple more. Appreciate JC, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was JC who was telling me about that. So yes, I'm going to run back over comments one last time. We're actually totally done with this. I know a few of you all have already left, but as I watch other people doing their lives, not related to locks, but like, other YouTube creators when they do their lives, it's funny because I'll be like, oh, he said bye a while ago, and click off, and then I'll be surfing through videos, and 30 minutes later I'll look and be like, oh, he's still live. So that's kind of how it is here, But definitely Merry Christmas if you're not able to tune in before, because one of the Saturdays is after Christmas. The 45th Saturday will be the after Christmas. So we've only got one more week. If you're in the chat and I don't get a chance to say directly to you, excuse me, Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you. Thanks again for everybody who always tunes in to Saturday Morning Lives. We're definitely going to do it in the new year. We're definitely going to start over, starting at number 1. It's a little bit insane as I went through them, realizing how many hours that I've done in that. And in fact, one of these days I was going to trick y'all up by trying to beat my 3-hour and 16-minute video. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that again, but maybe some kind of crazy. We'll do it once next year. Crank up the strength. I thought about doing it this morning, to tell you the truth. I was like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm glad I didn't with so many video problems. I was like, I have my computer here already because I left my computer overnight. I was like, I could just fire it up and just go live immediately and beat my 3-hour mark, but now I'm only definitely going to do that once a year. And aside from adding in the new stuff as much as I can and coming up with new creative stuff to try to keep you guys entertained the best I can, we'll just continue on doing what we do and try to get things a little bit straighter and a little bit more, I guess, unique. But I kind of was like, I'm kind of proud of myself. Kind of proud of myself for both kind of encouraging other people to get online and do lives, if I did, and trying to help. This whole session here was just a rambling with making a key for a T-handle lock, of course. But hopefully I'm able to either encourage you to do your own thing on YouTube if you want, or to do locksmithing if you want, or and a lot of people have said that they've learned a lot of stuff. I just sit here and talk, and stuff comes out, and we talk about stuff. So a lot of it is rambling. A lot of my videos can be rambling, which is why they're longer. You ended 10 minutes ago, and you're still rambling, Jason. But technically, I did change the time to 12:30, and technically it's not 12:30 yet. So, and technically we had a little bit of trouble in the beginning. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't have. Sometimes you just get. It's like a burnout / tired of staring at the phone type of thing. And I've had a contact problem all day today, so that's why I hadn't really been focusing real well. If like every 4th contact that I open out of this pack it's just a little bit off. I end up trashing them, but I'm getting low on contacts now, and so I'm trying to just deal with this one today. Ramble on. I want new cams to interface with it. You know, I tried plugging in that camera into my computer, and it didn't do anything. It like fired up, but I don't know how to access it. So maybe I don't know. It's got a great view, and in fact, for some of my content, I was going to show you that great view, but we didn't get to. Yep, Finder Lock. Yep, and I actually had a nice. That's one of the things I'm working on. A nice backer with telling people to go join me everywhere else. Don't leave until the stream's been over for 10 minutes. That is true, Fred. True Lock Force members don't leave. And while I'm still rambling. I did not see. I saw Lockpicking Patrolman probably next weekend. Don't have anything today. But yes, I was kind of 45 is a lot. Stretching the goal for all 54 because when I was looking at my dates, it was like I would skip a month. I skipped a month once, and that's why we have 45 out of all the Saturdays this week because I did skip a few. So while it's a daunting task to go for 52 next year, or 54, whatever the case, 52, I never can remember that. 52 next year. I think I can take it. I think we can do it. And, if we ever get burnt out, we'll just stop doing it. But for right now, I'm planning on continuing on practicing my skills. That is the Z at the end of it. Skills with OBS and creativity with trying to do fun things and content or whatever. I just wish we could do videos, but obviously... if I would have tried to introduce an extra video in today, the whole thing would have crashed. The world would have blown up, and liquid lava would have come pouring out of the floor. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't have much content today, for sure. Last look at the comments. I appreciate it. Once again, we're definitely going to be closing it down. Ira, what is the best place to get key blanks and picks and pins? Flake, really. HL Flake. That's my go-to source for key blanks. I use ID and Acme as well, but they're kind of, some people have said they had trouble. They kind of want like bigger accounts. They don't really want to sell like small stuff. But Flake, American Key Supply, if they have it. However, I don't shop. I did order some stuff from American Key Supply. This Houdini over here on the counter. Ooh, tons of Houdini. Just got in 2 cases from them a couple of weeks ago. In fact, I'm already down. I've already sold about 10 bottles, so I may just buy lube from there. But they sell JMA, so I'm not going to buy key blanks from there because I don't like JMA blanks. It's just a personal thing. A lot of people use them, but I just don't like it. Coffee. My coffee's done gotten cold, crazy. I'm going to have to go get more coffee, and hopefully be able to deal with this. And I'm going to put up my LED light in the back room. It's showing a delay here, so. Appreciate it, Firefighter. Thanks for tuning in. Miko, you too. Anthony. I'm going to go run back over the comments real quick. You already built in time for rambling. That 3-hour one was great. That 3-hour one was great, except for my throat, which is starting to get a little dry now. First. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, if you haven't already. I appreciate it. I haven't looked to see if anybody's hit it, but hopefully you have. Key Craze has some good prices. CLK Supplies, that's a good answer. Yeah, I don't order from them, but it's a regional thing, honestly. It's huge regional thing. Like, we have Acme close to us in New Orleans and Memphis. But some people, number one, they are a little bit more expensive. Not even going to go into that. But Flake, seems to be all around decent. This time it was a marathon. That's why we're only doing a 3-hour plus once a year. I can deal with it once a year, but not much other than that. So Flake, honestly, is becoming. They just bought another. They just joined with somebody else, and somebody, I can't remember who it was, but Flake just bought another company. So, but the problem is that we're becoming an ensemble. We're becoming an Allegiant, which is good and bad, right? Good and bad. I used to have great salesmen with Flake. Now I just have random dudes, and because that salesman's gone on to better, I guess, things. And that happens once these big corporations start merging with each other. You come out with Al Sayabo, you come out with the Legion, and Flake's trying their hardest to do that. Seems like. Maybe good price wise. Acme only sold stuff to catch roadrunners. Yeah. We're painting stuff on the wall. Box of explosives. So yeah. Flake would probably be my answer for that one would be Flake. Wish I got a commission from that, but I'm not Flake's boy, so I don't get commissions for things like that. Again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We are past the 11:30 mark, I think. Yes, we are 12:30 mark. And we're going to go ahead and kill the Lock Force light. I appreciate once again, and I said this 10 minutes ago. Lock Force, disassemble. Wes will attest to the fact that I do indeed turn it back on after we cut off live. But once again, it's just a symbolic thing. Thanks for tuning in. As always, y'all, appreciate it. For y'all tuning in and chatting with me, dealing with customers, waiting around. I didn't get to catch all the comments, but whenever the video uploads, I always go back over live and I just laugh. You guys are great in the comments for sure. So sorry if you directed a question to me and I missed it. But I do read all comments that come through and appreciate y'all interacting with the channel. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we will see you next time. Don't expect much video-wise from me for the next week. Until I get that cleared out of my mind, I can't really be creative when my brain's focused on that. So unless I have something spectacular come up, I still kind of wanted to do an end of the year, end of the year day video. I didn't do many of that, and those are so hard to edit. But with the 2 edits that I've got going on, I just can't do that. So I guess we just won't have one. Yeah, I'm going to go get more coffee. It's definitely time for me to go get more coffee. I highly encourage you to go either get you a coffee or a drink or water or something else. Water is good for your system, right? I haven't had a glass. Maybe that's what it is. I haven't had a glass of water in a while. Maybe I ought to do that tonight when I get home, drink a glass of water. I have had plenty of cookies. Yes, we got gifted cookies. We got gifted a gnome. With garden gnomes, they do their own thing. I'm leaving him alone. He's by my mailbox. He appeared out of nowhere. The neighbor's taking credit for it, but I don't believe her because garden gnomes do what garden gnomes want to do. And it has been moving around our mailbox. So I'm just hands off. Any garden gnome that miraculously appears in our yard, he has free reign over the yard. He can do whatever the heck he wants to do. Because you don't mess with garden gnomes doing their thing. I don't know how long he'll stay. Maybe he's just a holiday gnome, but we'll see. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll catch you next video. Appreciate it. The status with the mailbox, it's still standing up. I kind of fixed it, and the gnome now is facing the flag. Like, he's facing the flag now. He's moved around like 3 times. Pole dancing on the mailbox. I wouldn't be surprised one day if I did come home to find him pole dancing on the mailbox. Y'all take it easy. Catch you next video. Thanks for tuning in as always. We're out of here. Except my end screen doesn't work now. Wow, really? That is absolutely crazy. Everything in my program has crashed. So we're just going to leave it at this. Thanks, y'all. Have a great one. I'll put the video links like over my head here, wherever it, you know. Watch these videos, y'all. Catch you next time. And I guess I'm just going to reload my whole program and reload the whole stream. So, yeah.